So this morning when I awake and thank you God, right? Most High God, the universe, I kept hearing if they knew better, they would do better. They have no clue. And I just really, it started to sink in deep. And then I channeled the message and it came straight through just for you. And I want to share this with you because little do many might know or understand. I feel like this is going to be a lot of confirmation for many of you out there because maybe you've been struggling with this because I know I did. I didn't understand why I had to be a bigger person. But also I'm feeling this energy of like, you know, this is how powerful you are. You are very important to many people. And as you rise up in your life, you got to understand, lovely souls, what come with it. Some people may not like the fact that you're rising up and changing and doing what many said that you couldn't do. And it's not about a battle. It's not about a competition. It's not about proving people wrong. It's about doing you, lovely souls, and the rest just come with it. They'll see it for themselves, right? So that they can see that it too is possible. You feel me? That's what it's really about. You see, you are so powerful that when people may not like you, they will go talk to somebody about you, and that person will talk to somebody for you. They got a big group not liking you. But you know the funny thing about it? They all got together just for you, and none of them like each other. That's how important and powerful that you are. You feel me? So at the end of the day, it's nothing to be, I heard, ashamed of, or it's nothing to feel down about. It's nothing to even be angry about or mad about. You are a leader, and you are here leading the way by leading your own life. You are making what people think is impossible possible, and you are not only doing it, they're seeing it right in plain sight because you are living it, lovely soul. You are living it. So I'm so proud of you, and I thank you so much for showing up for you. Stay tuned to the end of this video because I'm gonna pull 2 cards, one in a few minutes and one at the end, to give you some clarity and information that you can take with you. This is your confirmation. I hear this is deep insight for someone. This is awareness, and this is information that is needed, that you've been looking for, that you needed confirmation because it felt like everywhere you look, nobody else was doing it. And no, there's nothing wrong with you. We must learn that we have chosen our life, the people we interact with. Once I stopped blaming those who hurt me or didn't teach me, etc., like they didn't teach me what I wanted to know. They didn't teach me about being an entrepreneur, about being a boss, about being rich, about being abundant. They didn't teach me, and I used to get angry about it, but they didn't even know. How could someone give you what they don't have? How could someone teach you what never was taught to them, right? So I started to actually see why I chose the family I chose. It all started to make sense. Without them being the way that they are, I wouldn't have learned what I know now. They taught me how not to be. They showed me themselves. I told myself at a young age, I will be nothing like them. I am rich because I grew up in poverty. Also, I can connect and see many lessons I learned from others. And it made sense now why I had chosen to forgive them. After I forgave them, these lessons then I began getting clarity over them. But it made sense. It's just always going to hit deeper every time you hear stuff. You're going to see stuff differently. You will get clarity over everything in your life, all in divine time, and trust the divine timing of your life. How it's all love. All at the end of the day, I chose this family, and it really is all from love, but it manifests as negative here on earth for us to learn. So had they not been who they are, the way they are, if they had not been that of what they are, the beliefs and all that, and done what was done to me and all that, I wouldn't have been able to break the curse. I wouldn't be able to break the curse, lovely soul. So at the end of the day, if you flip the script and you see it differently, you can see that you chose the family. You chose the people that you choose to interact with. And when you're done interacting with people that you've chosen and you grow, that's why you no longer connect with them. That's why you got to let go. That's why you got to walk away, because you growing now. You already did what you came here to do with those people. And you're going to meet up with them later. Only God knows. But you got to walk away now. You understand what I'm saying, lovely? So that message just came through. So before I do get into it, welcome to the channel. I'm Miss Kelly Travel Spiritually. We got the love in the business. I feel you lovely souls up in here, bringing that love up in here. Man, I love it. Keep spreading that love, baby. Real talk. One card spirit. One card for the lovely souls here today. What do they need to know most right now? What do you want to tell them? What do they need to hear connected to if people knew better, they would do better? What do they need to hear right now, Spirit? Ho, ho, ho. Let's check it out. I forgive you. Band-Aid, ouch, okay? Forgiveness. And it's already done, so it's going to speak in past tense. But you say it like this, but work on where you need to forgive, lovely soul. Forgiveness. I forgive those who have hurt me in the past, and I no longer hold any anger in my heart for past events. I recognize that this anger only harms me, and forgiveness will set me free. I free myself from this painful emotion and create space for love and new opportunities. I want you to take this affirmation with you. If you are struggling with forgiving, let go, forgive, cut the cords, write it down on paper, burn the paper safely, whatever you got to do to forgive those and let it go. Do so, lovely soul. The call just came through. Spirit is definitely in the building. You feel me? You see, you must hear often how important and powerful forgiveness truly is. And as Tony Robbins said, which definitely came right on time when I was struggling with forgiveness. Forgiveness is a gift that you give yourself. And I sat with that for some time because I didn't understand what the heck that even meant. How could forgiveness be a gift that I give myself? And I'll tell you, so stay tuned in. It's because it's so easy to want to blame those who hurt you. It's so easy to point the fingers outside of us to those who disturbed us, hurt us, or what we call made us feel mad or sad or angry or whatever we felt. And we must learn to forgive others for ourselves so that they have no control or power over us. You see, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, now it makes sense that whenever people feel some type of way about you, they be talking about you and they gang up together with more people to try to talk about you, and even with people that don't even like each other. You see, that's the type of stuff that be going on, right? So whenever if you knew about these people ganging up on you, right, and talking about you, and you hear about it, you might get upset. You might get mad. You might start holding a grudge about them. That's what they want you to do. But what you're supposed to do is forgive them. You know, like they say, like Jesus says, forgive them for they know no better. One thing I know is that's for sure. Forgive them for they know no better. But you do, lovely soul. So you can see that forgiveness is a gift that we give to ourselves so that these people, places, things, whatever, have no control and no power over you, right? So literally things that you say or heard becomes a thought in your mind. So if you catch yourself talking about somebody, just wait. Afterwards, you're going to hear a thought in your mind. Eventually, like it could be right afterwards. Right after you get done talking, you're going to hear this thought in your mind, and you might even start acting, putting energy toward this thought, and noticing your behavior starting to change, right? In that moment, all because of what you said. You ever been talking about somebody? Just think about it. When you're mad and you be saying all this stuff, you get fired up. That's how this stuff be working. It's the same thing, lovely soul. So be mindful of what you say. Be mindful of things that you know you've heard and question. Is that thought real? Is that true? This is why gossip is so reckless. And I used to do it all the time, right? Because I need to talk about other people because I need to make myself feel better. Same as what the group that I just gave you an example of over today, right? So words will cast spells. So it's very important to be mindful of what you are saying, right? And when you say stuff about other people, those thoughts will come in your mind and they got control over you because you're going to be thinking about them, talking about them, mad at them, giving your energy toward them. It sounds exactly like you since you said it, or it's familiar to you, so you will react to it. So tread slowly with steady talking about what someone did to you in a way of complaining. Take a look at your own life. You have done things that you may not yet be able to explain or understand yet, but you did it. I used to do stuff all the time and I knew better. But I didn't know how to do better. I didn't know anything about what I knew. It took for me to have a spiritual awakening to learn how to do better. And I look back and I'm like, dang, if I would have knew better then, I would have did better, because I ain't like living with that pain. I didn't like living with what I've done to people. On top of that, I ain't even know why I was doing what I was doing to people. I ain't understand none of that, lovely soul. So if people knew better, they'll do better. Oh, let me see, because my throat chakra itching. Hold on, y'all. Thank you. So if people knew better, they would do better, lovely soul. You know, I can't speak for all, but a majority of people, if they knew better, they would do better. And what I have learned is not everyone has empathy, which is, in my opinion, empathy is a superpower because you can feel everything, although it may feel like a curse until you learn who you are and learn how to block out and not take on all the energy around you. because you can feel so deeply. Damn near everything and everyone's feeling except you can feel it. And you easily will take that on as yourself if you are unaware of this. You are able to put yourself in other shoes and understand. And not everyone can do that. Just as well as not everyone, majority, can see themselves just yet. So they're not self-aware just yet. So what they are doing doesn't make it okay? No. It just is what it is. And what you put out, you will get back. So let the universe take care of those people and you take care of you, lovely soul. And complaining about it is tiring and a waste of energy that gets us nowhere. Talking about what we can change ourselves from what or who hurt us in this way is okay. This is the way. Being able to be like, okay, that person triggered me. Oh, I was hurt then. Go back and feel what needs to be felt so you can heal it. Change the parts of you when you are triggered from other people and not point outside of you. That's the changes you want to make. Inner world changes. Those are things that you can control. It's okay to talk about how you feel. Don't leave it in. And if you have no one to listen to you, journal it out. Journal your feelings daily and get in touch with them. You gotta feel it to heal it. Start to understand them, lovely soul, okay? If people knew better, some of them, they would do better, okay? They not self-aware, but you are. And you know better, so you gotta do better. You know that you got to be the bigger person, right? You probably heard that your whole life. Be the bigger person. That probably what triggered you off the map. I'm tired of being the bigger person. People ain't being the bigger person to me. I'm not being the bigger person. Nobody else, right? But then we doing evil for evil. When we say we throwing the same energy out there, somebody always has to be the bigger person. And remember, you want to come from your heart. And if it's challenging, if this is a challenge, find out what's causing you to not be that bigger person that you know that you are supposed to be. What's there? What grudges are you holding against someone, person, place, thing, etc.? Figure that out, lovely soul, because being a bigger person is a challenge. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but you got it in you. You have it in you. You have that power inside of you. I struggled with this at first. Then God spoke to me. I didn't understand why I gotta be the bigger person. It hurt, and I had to cry it out. And I realized because I always been the bigger person, which is probably why this scenario just came through. It was me, okay? And I've always had to be the bigger person, and people really never cared, and it felt like I was weak being the bigger person, and people would try to run over you, this, that, and the other, but it's not absolutely true. See, God cares more about your integrity, your character, lovely souls. Never let someone else get you to stoop low, never let somebody else bring you down to their level. Be the bigger person. When you look at it like that, you are letting them take your energy. I heard spit and fire it back at them. Letting them take your energy for nothing, because a lot of times what you understand, they may not even understand. So you arguing with them for nothing. They never going to see it your way. You understand what I'm saying, lovely soul? So I heard walk away. Somebody experiencing this right now in their life. Walk away. Every time you say something, people not understanding you, and it's really firing you up, and it's really making you start to feel some type of way, and it makes you want to not be a good person. Never let someone change you, lovely soul. And no, it is so powerful to actually be the bigger person, to actually stand and be yourself, and let nobody mess up your character. Let nobody get you out of your character. Let nobody make you lower yourself, lovely soul, because when you know better, you got to do better. And like Jesus said, forgive them, for they not know no better. That's the message that came through today, lovely soul. That's real talk, because a lot of people struggle with not understanding. I get it, but you got to let it go, because it's powerful. It's powerful, and it has a lot to do with calm and peace and understanding. See yourself in other people, which does come with spiritual maturity. See yourself in them, lovely soul. See yourself in them. We all one. You can see what you've grown from by looking at somebody else, and you can understand, right? You might see where you are and understand some clarity for your own self by looking at them, lovely soul. It's not about them. It's about you. To each his own, and we are all one card spirit to the lovely souls here today. If they knew better, they would do better. One card to that topic to finalize this reading, this message, this video, whatever we gonna call it today, spirit. One card for these lovely souls today. What is it that you most want to tell them right now? Peace, baby. Huh? You heard? I just said it. I am unwavering in the face of fear. I come to my senses and embrace challenge. I'm determined to think with gentleness and calm. I find inner silence and become a manifestation of peace. Keep your peace in mind, baby. We in a new world, a new time. And in this season, choosing peace over everything. You heard? Hey, subscribe to the channel if you're feeling the vibes, and you can rock with the real. You feel me? Hit the subscribe button and that bell. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Miss Kelly Travels Preachy, because I do post different things on Instagram in the story and stuff of that nature. Okay. Also, if you like the video and you found messages here, hit the like button so we get this message out to my lovely souls like yourself, and share the video, baby. So whoever you want to share this video with, hey, peace over everything. You feel me? Understand, lovely soul, this is all part of the way, and it's just making you more and more powerful each and every day. You leading the way, and so others can then see that it is possible. Okay, because you making the impossible possible. You heard? Peace, love, and light. Come back to see me.